Hi, I'm Kanishka Ramchandani, the editor of Professional Beauty Hairdressers Journal, and you're watching me on PBI Spotlight. Joining me today is Elizabeth Chang Lakher, entrepreneur and owner of the Tribal Trim Salon in Kolkata. Let's hear it from her. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to
And
meet
it's
you.
a pleasure to be here. at
Thank you
PBI.
so much for joining us on PBI Spotlight. It's
Always.
great to have you with us, and we are really eager to know more about your journey in hairdressing.
Okay.
So, take us through how it all started and what your current profile is like.
Actually, my journey started 16 years back when I started working for L'Oreal Professional. So I was working in L'Oreal Professional as a regional education manager. Prior to that, after 16 years of experience, I thought, what next? You need to grow in life. That is when I was thinking of, why not open a salon cum academy, wherein I'm going to, be with the hairdressers, and still my passion for education would be there to train the hairdressers. So that is when I opened Tribal Trims 5 years back, and it's a salon cum academy. It's called Tribal Trims Hair and Beauty Salon, which is there in Kolkata. More?
Yes, like which other brands are you associated with?
Right now I just have Shopscott Professional because I work for Shopscott Professional as a guest artist, and it's a German-based brand and it's a beautiful brand. I mean, the products speak as what it is all about,
So, as a guest artist, what do you have to do?
So as a guest artist, I need to, educate hairdressers. I need to talk more about the brand, how the brand works. It's all about that.
All right. So, the technical
Yeah, more to do with the technical aspect as well as showcasing my skills to the hairdressers. That is upgrading the knowledge. It's all about.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's go down the memory lane a little bit. It's been 16 years.
Yeah.
So do you still remember the first haircut? How did it go?
Oh God, 16 years. My first haircut. I remember it was a look and learn,
Okay.
and I was supposed to give a demo of a haircut. And there were close to 50 participants, and I clearly remember, the model was more braver than me, and I was having this nervous thing inside me, but outward my profile, I was kind of confident.
Okay.
The scissors was more heavier than expected, and once I feel the cape came off, and I could hear the applause from my participants, like my hairdresser fraternity. That is when I was like, something has clicked, and I guess the chaos, that has lit the fire. So that was a great memory. If you see, it was magic as well as it was chaos, at the same time.
Right. And from that was...
Yeah, from that my journey began, My scissors didn't feel heavier.
Right,
It was
right.
like that.
That's a really fantastic memory. I'm sure you keep going back to
Absolutely,
it to get inspired.
yeah.
So after your years of training, your role as a trainer, you decided to start your own salon. So what is it that really inspired Tribal Trims? Not just the establishment, but the name also. Is it something that's close to your heart?
Yes, absolutely. A tribal, if you see tribal trims, it's all about roots, going back to your roots.
Okay.
Roots, it means, yours, mine, ours. It's all about going back to your culture.
Right.
It's very personal as well as it's all about knowing your individuality. And of course, in the salon, we celebrate hair, more to do with the hair. And that is how the word, tribal came out. It's all about creating that kind of tribe around you. The people who are fashion conscious.
Right.
Yeah.
So what defines your tribe? Like, what is the vibe for your tribe?
My tribe is all about being real, being vibrant, being radiant, and being you.
Wow, that's very nicely put. So your experience of working with these various brands, some of them global like L'Oreal and Schwarzkopf, and of course Vega. Which of these gigs taught you the most?
I guess each brand has its own individuality. I mean, all are great brands if you see. I mean, each brand has its unique USP, and from each brand I learned few things which will be helpful in my own salon as an entrepreneur. I feel the best part about these brands is taking out and making me think out of the box and creating my own craftsmanship and believing in it. And I guess that is being the game changer ever since, I joined all these brands.
Right.
Like thinking out of the box, not, following a pattern. It was like that.
So for you, it's been Kolkata plus style. So how are you putting the city of joy on the world map for beauty?
I feel the city of joy, Kolkata, is evolving, It's breaking all stereotypes. Because I have seen earlier compared to this time, when even if the clients who come to the salon, they ask for colors which are very trendy. Earlier it never used to be that.
Yeah.
And there is so much of education happening in the salon wherein all the hairdressers, they know their craft.
Right.
And the haircuts have become more bolder, the colors have become more vibrant, and there's a global standard of service which is happening in the salon, which earlier we've never seen in Kolkata. So yes, of course, Kolkata is evolving and it is a huge market, and I guess every market needs to be tapped.
Right.
So I feel fashion, it does not decode any kind of, metro code or something like that, that this city is Kolkata, so the fashion will be this. Nothing like that. It's become so global.
So what's been your cutest or funniest moments in the salon? Is it with couples or with kids or with fashionistas?
I feel, the cutest moment is always with the kids.
Okay.
Because they come with a preconceived notion. They don't have an expectation. They always, try to idolize some kind of cartoons or, animes.
Yeah.
So I guess my first experience with the kid was 5 years old, and she wanted a style like Elsa. And she was like, I want a cooler version of Elsa. So we gave her a short bob, and we also put those glitters, artificial blue kind of glitters, and she walked out of the salon as if, she was owning the kingdom. So it was like that. So kids are always like that, they come with a preconceived notion and they go out so proud and so, as if the entire kingdom is theirs. It's like that.
So it's easier to give kids a makeover.
Absolutely. People think that it's very difficult to handle the kids, but I don't think. If you know the tactic how to handle kids, so it's better.
Right.
They're much better compared to couples,
Right. Well, there is always this debate where hairdressers are asked to charge less because it's kids, and then they argue that it's so difficult to handle kids and they give them a haircut.
True.
So that's why their rates are similar. But yeah, you bring a valid point. Once you know how to handle the kids,
very true.
it becomes
easier for us to, do their haircut and all, because they tend to be very shifty kind of thing.
Right. So what's the one hair trend? You mentioned bob just now.
Yeah.
So what's the one hair trend that you can't get enough of?
Oh God, this has to be the textured bob with the latest curtain bangs that everybody is going about,
Okay.
Because it's so messy, so moody and so magnetic, and it really gives you the royal feeling, It's like, you can maintain it anytime. Long hair needs a lot of maintenance, but short hair doesn't. So it's like always a textured bob.
Yeah, any preferred color trend?
Color trend, of course, mocha. Mocha
Yeah.
is there. Mocha mousse, shorts for professional,
Yeah.
which has come with the latest trend. So that is trending, and that is going to be the big thing, because this is the Indian market, I feel, and with the Indian skin tone, all the mocha colors are going to be in, chocolatey colors. Yeah.
Right. So you mentioned how this kid was really happy as she walked out with her version of Elsa. But when a customer walks in, and as a salon owner, what are your expectations? What should she be feeling when she is inside Travel Trends?
See, I feel like when she enters Tribal Trends, it's all about, being in a space, okay, what I'm going to get, what kind of service I'm going to get, it's like that.
Right.
And she wants her story to be heard. So we are there giving them a personalized kind of service.
Right.
So every story has a definition, every story has a meaning, and every story needs to be heard. So I feel every client is an individual. So everybody's got a different style statement.
You are into flowers.
Yeah.
So does that also reflect in your hairdressing?
Absolutely. I'm a nature-loving person, if you see. Even if I make a messy kind of bun, it has to be marigold, which is tucked into the messy bun.
Okay.
Or it could be some petal, which is, with the U-pin and, stuck to the braids.
Yeah.
So, nature is the global trendsetter, I feel. Because everything first comes from nature. Because nature was the first thing which was there in earth.
Yes. So we've noticed this trend, especially in the past few years, where a lot of talent is coming from small towns. Hairdressing, beauty industry in general is not restricted to metros anymore.
Yeah.
So what advice would you like to give to stylists who are aspiring to come from small towns and make it big?
I feel, the small towners, they are having huge potential. I feel that hairdressing does not have any postcode. Their potential does not have any postcode.
Right.
It's if that person has in him to dream louder, work harder, I feel that person is going to, make something in his life. He should be passionate about whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
So I feel that is very, very important, and I feel that it's not limited to only small towners or big towners, because if you go down into smaller towns, there are so many hairdressers who are so passionate about education. They really want to learn hairdressing. So I feel, I just need to tell them that you need to dream louder and also have passionate about whatever you're doing, your art. And I feel, unexpected things, magical things come from unexpected places, like you and me. So
Yes.
it's like that.
Absolutely, we are here creating magic.
Magic,
and,
yeah.
Me getting to know all this about you and drawing knowledge out of you about hairdressing is, I think it's a fantastic moment that we have built here, and that is what PBI Spotlight is all about.
Absolutely.
Connecting with artists
Yeah.
and getting to know how they reached a certain milestone,
Yeah.
and so that it inspires others. So going back to your answer, passion is the key.
Absolutely. You need to have passion in you, otherwise you won't sustain in life. You have to keep on evolving yourself, being passionate about your craft, and that is how you're going to grow big in life, I feel.
Absolutely. So have passion, grow big, and dream louder.
Absolutely, yes.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. It
My
was
pleasure to invite
It was
me here.
great talking to
Same
you,
here,
and
same
I
here.
loved all your answers. So that was Elizabeth Chang Lakher from Tribal Trends, and this is Kanishka Ramchandani signing off from PBI Spotlight. Stay tuned for more artists.